Hello everyone and welcome to another day of All Creator Live, and I am back playing more Genshin Impact. And before I get started, I would just like to say thank you to all of those who voted in this weekend poll. This Tuesday I'm going to be playing Pal World instead of Dragon Ball Z, and that's actually kind of a switch up for a change. Also, I don't want to alarm anyone, but my foot's feeling a little weird today. We're going to be doing a story stream. We're gonna focus mostly on the Lantern Rite, and that's good because I kind of feel like I need to give my feet a break, and I don't want to move my feet around all that much. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to be doing that when playing a game. It's just I don't want to have to switch positions, the position that I'm sitting in right now. But yeah, if you're looking for more of the Lantern Rite story, you've come to the right place, because we're going to be taking care of part 2 and 3 today. Or acts 2 and 3, I should say. If anyone out there also wants to watch me do the challenges and such, challenges for Lantern, right? I mean, not whatever this is. If any of you out there want to watch me do the challenges for the Lantern Rite stuff, you're gonna have to tune into the next stream. I'm planning on doing the last act, as well as all of the challenges during that stream, because, you know, that stream's bound to be a little bit shorter. The fourth act to every Genshin Impact event is usually the shortest act, so it's probably not even going to be an hour. So I figured I'd use the rest of that time to do a whole bunch of the challenges then, because, you know, I like to make my streams at least 2 hours long. You know, because if I had them any shorter than that, then I wouldn't classify them as streams. You know, I'd be like, yeah, it's just a very long video at that point, you know? A video that's over an hour long is basically a long form video. And anything longer than 2 hours, I see as a stream, a full on live stream, unedited, you know? If I was ever going to start doing long form videos where I edit stuff, I have plenty of footage. I've been streaming for years now, so I could take a lot of those streams and turn them into long form videos. If any of you out there would like to see that, I'm 100% up to doing it. Or, you know, short term videos. I could turn all of my old streams into short term videos. I don't know how I would handle because I'm using an overlay now, as opposed to, you know, before. I don't know how I'd handle the overlay. I mean, I guess I could use the overlay as more space for getting my point across. Like, a lot of times when I'm talking about stuff during my streams, it's not, you know, a lot of it could be like inside jokes and things like that. So I could probably use the bottom half of the screen to put in little notations and stuff like that. I don't know. I'd be into doing something like that. If anyone would like to see stuff like that, let me know in the comment section. I'm totally up to doing that. But like I said, I just don't want it to take too much of my time, because time is something I don't really have that much of. I didn't look at this last time, but I think that's because the banner wasn't available. But the new girl, Zibai, apparently is her name. She's available on the banner alongside of Nervalette, right? completely. I keep forgetting his name. Oh, and the new guy that they showed at the end of the Archon act is available. I'm sorry, his character just looks like a regular NPC. I thought it was an NPC model. I didn't think he was a playable character, but I guess he is. Okay, cool. I'm gonna claim these because I already have these characters. Next stream I'll do all of these. I'll test them out then. Because, I mean, I'll probably have plenty of time. Hell, I may even have enough time to try this out, whatever this is. Moonlit Patrol exercise. But yeah, we have 1 week left. It's perfectly going to line up with the Lunar New Year. And that's funny. A lot of times they go a little bit over in terms of how much time they give. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. It's just that other game that's connected to this game. And if I'm being honest, I don't even know how I'm supposed to play that. It doesn't show up when you're at the main start menu. If it was something like what Fortnite does with the because now Fortnite's been divided into 2 games. I don't know if it still is. I never play it, but I've noticed somebody that I usually watch in terms of streamers, a guy called Jason Plays. Like last year or the year before, he was playing the Lego Fortnite game for a little while. And I noticed what they do is they have both of the games up at the start menu. You choose which one that you play from the opening, you know. But I don't know what it is Genshin's supposed to do with that. How you're supposed to do that with Genshin Impact. Like, if there's a separate menu that you have to go to in order to do that, or what? I don't know. I may just roll for her. I don't know. We'll see how many Primogen. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'll probably roll for her next stream once I finish up everything. But yeah, it's going to be the year of the horse. It's awesome. It's supposed to be a good year for me in terms of the Chinese zodiac. Or at least that's what it's saying on my fortune. So I'm hoping that's true. I'm hoping this upcoming year of the horse is going to be a good year for everybody, but I could definitely use a win, that's for sure. Last year was just such a shit year. Yay. What's this? Oh. Oh, I still have to wait 2 days? Fuck that. I'm gonna speed up the time. I think I could do that from here now, can't I? Oh. There. Yeah. I know there's an easier way to do this. I've just forgotten.
Huh? Should we head to Boo Boo Pharmacy today? Fingers crossed we learned something useful.
Okay. Oh. I was on the right floor. Or right. Yeah. I remember now. It's across that lake like area. This area here. Alright, here we go.
So let me get this straight. The patient disappeared right as you were delivering the medicine.
I know it's hard to believe, but that's exactly what happened.
It's true. 1 minute she was there, and the next she was nowhere to be seen. Hey, it's Yelan! Fancy seeing you here! Oh, is this a bad time?
Not at all. Just a small roadblock in the case I'm working. Ningguang asked me to investigate a patient named Lu Shangshang. If you're here to find her too, then you're out of luck, I'm afraid. She went missing this morning.
What?
According to Dr. Baiju, the patient vanished right under his nose. But it just seems like that should be impossible.
There 1 second and gone the next? Pretty sure Xiao can do something like that.
Then you're suggesting this Lu Shangshang is the vigilant Yaksha in disguise? Or some other adeptus?
Guess not. But this is so weird. How can a living person just vanish into thin air? Unless Linny decided to take his act to Liyue? Who is this Linny you speak of? He's... Oh, never mind. Paimon's just grasping at straws.
Let's set aside the how for now, and focus more on the where. You mentioned this patient has a strong obsession with achieving fame and recognition?
Yes. She kept talking about becoming a renowned archaeologist and making a name for herself. So, are we looking for a place where it's super easy to become famous?
I think we should check out the Xiao Lantern crafting stalls.
Because it's easy to become famous by making Xiao lanterns?
Not exactly. When the people of Liyue need a solution to a problem, their first thought would be to pray to the gods and the Adepti. If her wish is to become famous, she might write it on a Xiao Lantern in the hopes that the fabled White Horse Adeptus might make it come true.
That certainly sounds probable.
Turns out, the White Horse Adeptus might be a lot closer to home than she thinks.
What was that?
Nothing! Let's go check out those stalls!
Quiet, Paimon. Almost spilling the beans.
Please, show me your prescription.
Is it possible I was just imagining things?
But I saw it too. We can't both have been imagining it.
It's weird now that the traveler jumps between character and outfit. In the cutscenes, he's dressed like his normal self. When he's a character, as we're playing as him, he's wearing the outfit. And then he has to jump back into whatever character we were before we started the cutscene. Alright, it's over this way.
Alright, we're here! Still no sign of Lu Shangshang, though.
As long as you're patient enough, Paimon, you'll find that hunting down people is no different from hunting boars. We need to blend into the environment, or we risk alerting the target. So as far as everyone here is concerned, we're just ordinary tourists.
Oh, okay. If we need to blend in, then let's make some shell lanterns and write our wishes down, like everyone else. What's your New Year's wish, Yelan?
I haven't given it much thought.
Oh, and it can't be work-related. You gotta take a break once in a while, right? You're always digging out this suspect, tailing that criminal, hunting down this gang or that. Which is super amazing and all, but it's gotta be exhausting.
Really getting into this, huh?
You said to blend in, right? Come on! It's all part of the act! So you gotta think of something!
Then I suppose it'd be to go traveling the next time I get the chance.
Traveling? That's our bread and butter! Wanna join us?
Thanks for the offer, but my desk is piled high with reports on your exploits. And that's not quite the kind of traveling I had in mind. I was thinking more the lie down and do absolutely nothing kind of travel.
Ah, something a bit more easy and breezy, right? Hey, wait! We know just the place! The Easy Breeze Holiday Resort in Netland. It's super relaxing and full of fun activities. You've got the beautiful ocean and tons of cute little creatures called Asha. Seriously, you gotta go!
I suppose I'll have to check it out.
Hey guys, happy Lantern Night!
What a coincidence! You here to make shell lanterns too?
Well, it's that time of year, am I right? Thought I'd join in on the fun. You can't have Lantern Night without making one of these.
What you gonna wish for?
Aw, man, it's kind of embarrassing, but whatever. The truth is, the mighty mythical beasts are seriously struggling with recruitment. So, I'm hoping to find a few apprentices and teach them the art of wushu dancing.
Awesome! Shurfugami, here we come!
Whoa there, Paimon! One step at a time. I actually need to find people first.
Yeah, but Paimon bets people will jump at the chance to learn from you!
Well, I wouldn't be so sure. Wushu dancing is super physical and takes a lot of hard work to master, so it's not easy to find people. At this point, if the Adepti can't help me, no one can.
I'll do it!
Huh?
You just said you wanted an apprentice, right? Well, I'm offering. What do you think?
Hello, it's nice to meet you. Hanlin, I'm trying to see how to pronounce your name. Hanlin Claire Dulo. Okay, I hope you don't mind if I call you Hanlin. It's nice to meet you. Welcome. And, I don't know if you play Genshin Impact or not, but I'm doing the Lantern Rite story quest, and if you don't want spoilers, I'll totally be okay if you have to leave. Oh, okay, good.
Whoa, the White Horse Adeptus works faster than I thought.
Traveler, it's her. Lu Shangsheng.
Our target!
Hey! Didn't you hear me? I said I wanted to be your apprentice!
No need to shout. I heard you the first time. What's your name?
Step back a bit, Gaming. This person could be dangerous.
What?
Hey! What are you trying to do? Do you know who I am? Get back!
Lu Shangsheng, we have no intention of harming you. We just need to ask you a few questions.
Get back, I said!
Try to remain calm.
If you come any closer, I'll...
Little wisp of a being. How are you able to see me? So what if I am? Leave at once! You, a mere mortal, whose own life hangs by a thread, would dare reach for the power of life and death? Unless you wish to be condemned to eternal damnation, you would do well to abandon this foolish endeavor. I shall speak on this no further.
Don't come any closer. How did I get here? Who are you people?
Playing dumb, are we? Save it. We know you attacked those people at One Min restaurant.
What?
At Hanlon
No,
Giardolo
I would never.
W2Q.
You must be mistaking me
Heisey
for
is
someone
my favorite
else.
character.
You don't remember.
She does seem pretty cool. I might roll for her character once I'm done with this event entirely, which I plan to do next week. This week, or today, I plan on doing Act 2 and 3 and finish up everything next week.
Of course not. How could I do such a thing?
What about the photo you took near Chuang Terrace?
What photo?
Oh, and if you're wondering why I'm planning to do everything after I finish the whole event, I usually like to roll on characters after their event is complete because, I don't know, I feel it's a good luck thing. I feel like it gives me a better chance at getting the character. It's just a superstition that I have. I'm sorry, it's just what I do when I roll on a character.
What's going on? It's like she lost her memory or something.
Well, this complicates things. I'll take her back for questioning and let you know what I find. Take her away.
But I didn't do anything. I swear.
That's weird. She seems so normal now, but she doesn't remember
At
anything.
Time Lords 910. Hey Jason, what's up? Enjoying Lottern Rap?
This is just great. An apprentice falls right into my lap, and now she's gone.
Yo, Time Lords, it's good to see you. Yeah, I'm doing Act 2 and 3 today. I don't know if you've done them yet, but if you need to head out, that's totally fine. I don't want to spoil anything.
Don't worry, Gaming. This is a special case. I'm sure you'll find one soon.
Unless you're gonna pony up and offer a real solution, Paimon, I don't want to hear it.
Gaming? What's up with...
Oh, okay. She jumped ship. Now she's in Gaming. That's a little bit more. We know who to look out for now. I was about to say, dude, Gaming's got an attitude all of a sudden, I just realized.
I'm done here. I'm gonna go find an apprentice, and I won't take no for an answer.
Gaming, wait! Is it just Paimon, or was Gaming acting super weird just now? What? How do you know?
At Time Lords 910. I've done it, although I find the
Whoa!
mini-games a bit
So you
difficult.
saw the second deadly self? And you think she moved from Lu Xiangxiang to Gaming?
Oh, okay. Well, I plan on doing all of the mini games, all of the challenges next week, because I'm guessing that the fourth act isn't all that long, and I plan on doing the fourth act next week. And to make up that time, I plan on doing all of the challenges next week alongside of it, because, I don't usually like to have a stream that's shorter than 2 hours long.
Uh-oh. Then we better find him before something bad happens. Let's go!
Alas, why must Cloud Retainer inflict such woe upon us, Mooncarver?
I'm gonna be honest, out of all the people we were going to be seeing this lantern ride, I didn't think we'd be seeing Moonshaper and Mooncarver. Mountain Shaper and Mooncarver. It's funny that they're here now.
By the order of Rex Lapis, we were supposed to make haste to the harbor to stand watch. Yet we arrived late, for you, in your inscrutable wisdom, chose that very moment to tend the mint. It is no wonder Cloud Retainer banished us to the wilderness in anger. A pity only that I, blameless as I am, was made to share in the punishment.
Blameless indeed. You speak as if it was not you who decided to plant all that mint in the first place. Yet now, in its wretched state, overrun by blight and vermin, you would turn away? Utterly heartless, I say.
Were I truly that heartless, would I have rescued those seedlings from this desolate wasteland, granting them haven in your hallowed garden? Alas, if blame must be laid, let it fall upon Cloud Retainer for failing to recognize the virtue of our plight.
Just gonna ask this. Did they get new outfits from when we last saw them? I think they did. I think they redesigned their character models to have different outfits. I don't know. I don't remember. I mean, I like them. Don't get me wrong. They're great in conveying their character. Is definitely better than just like a regular NPC model, but you know, if they did change the outfit they were wearing, I like it.
Ah, at last a sentiment with which I can agree. If ever Cloud Retainer is away, we should steal into her abode and plant a veritable field of mint. A tempting little ruse, is it not?
Positively ingenious.
Wow, I didn't guess they'd be such pranksters either. That's very unique of them today.
Please stop chasing us. Just let us go.
At Time Lords
Get
910.
back here! If you keep
No, they're
running,
the same
I'll kill
outfits
you!
from the same Lottern right
Please,
where gaming
we
first
don't know
appeared.
anything about wushu dancing. Just leave us alone.
What? You think I'm not good enough to teach you? Just agree to be my apprentices, and then we can talk.
That child looks somewhat familiar.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, it has been a while, so I could see how I'd forget. But, you know, at the same time, I was like, wow, their outfits look pretty cool. Wait, were they the same outfits? I couldn't quite remember. But yeah.
Ah, it appears to be the Wushu dancer from Liyue Harbor. I have seen him perform on occasion.
Come, let us take a closer look.
Has trouble befallen you, young one? Perhaps we can offer aid.
Oh, thank the gods. Please, sir, you have to help us. This guy's trying to force us to become his wushu dancing apprentices, and he won't take no for an answer.
Oh, so it is you who require aid, not the other way around.
Get out of the way, old man! This is between us.
Preposterous. You dare to presume we are of a mature age?
I mean, kind of talk like you do. I just think it's funny that this young kid Gaming is just chasing these grown-ass men around and terrorizing them. They're like, please, this kid won't leave us alone.
Listen here, brazen youth. Skilled you may be in the art of dance, yet your offstage demeanor leaves much to be desired.
Hold on, Mountain Shaper. Something is amiss. Look closer.
Huh. Indeed, he bears the mark of something unclean.
It spells trouble. You there, depart at once.
Hey! You drove off my recruits, old man!
At Time Lords 910.
You'll just have to take their place,
Moon Carver
even if you're a bit on the
preposterous
decrepit
brings
side.
back memories.
Many years it has been since a being has dared speak to us in such a manner.
I guess, yeah. Well, not for you, because you restarted the game, didn't you, Time Lord? So it hasn't really been that long since you heard that.
Now let us see what evildoer has sought to use you as its puppet, young one.
You two, you're Adepti!
Does that strike fear in your soul?
Whoa! Two Adepti recruits just fall right into my lap? That white horse sure knows how to grant a wish.
Coming! Slow down! Wait for us!
Jeez, take a hint, will you? I told you to stop following me!
Traveler, Paimon, keep your distance from this youth. Evil has taken a hold of him.
We know! It's one of the White Horse Adeptus' deadly selves! She's possessing Gaming!
The White Horse Adeptus' deadly selves?
Could it be that Rex Lapis called us to Liyue Harbor for this very reason?
Hey! What are you two whispering about over there? Who's gonna be first apprentice and who's gonna be second? It doesn't matter! I'm not the kind of Sufu who plays favorites!
Insolent spirit! Be gone from this child at once!
Little mite of a mortal. Getting in my way again, I see. That is no concern of yours. No. Only by doing it myself will I find peace.
I like the way she said no just then. No. No.
Otherwise, rage will consume me. If I lose control, all will turn to dust. The curse of time. The memories this body holds. Come no closer. This is your final warning.
Insolent spirit! Be gone from this child at once!
Huh? Traveler and Paimon? And two Adepti? Where are we? Weren't we just making Xiao lanterns in the harbor?
Gaming! You're back!
Ah! The sun is most scorching. Agitation stirs within me. I require cooling mint to beat this heat. And speaking of, Cloud Retainer has scorned this verdant wonder long enough. It is time for her to feel its wrath. The wrath of Mint!
Mountain Shaper, where are you going?
Oh no! Now Mountain Shaper's acting weird! Oh, you don't think it spread to him, do you?
Spread to him? Quickly now, explain to me what has been happening.
What? Was I really that rude? Jeez, someone get my dad to throw a slipper at me. I'm so...
How convenient. Now when he wakes up, we could tell him it was all a bad dream.
Whoa! You okay, Gaming?
He is fine. It is simply exhaustion. But to think Mountain Shaper would succumb to something like this, it is most unexpected.
So, what do? We can't just leave Gaming like this, but we can't ignore Mountain Shaper either, right?
My cultivation level rivals that of Mountain Shaper. Were I to give chase, Zizha would but flee from his form and take refuge in mine.
I don't know. She only seems to possess people who have ambition. I feel like if you're a person without ambition, that might be a good defense against That's kind of hard, you know? Like, what person doesn't have ambition? I mean, I know there are a lot of lazy people in the world, but even lazy people have things that they want from this world.
Seek out Streetward Rambler. Cloud Retainer and the Conqueror of Demons should be with her. I shall take this child back to the harbor and join you post-haste.
Hey, Bryce, if you're there, welcome. And thank you for rating my channel. That is if you just showed up. I don't know if you're there or not, but...
Tumezu has rated your channel.
Once again, thank you so much, Bryce. And welcome to anyone who's just showed up.
Whoa! What are all the Adepti doing together?
Oh, I might want to add that if you play Genshin Impact and you're currently going through the Lantern Rite, I'm playing Acts 2 and 3 of Lantern Rite today, so I don't want to spoil anything. If you want to head out, that's totally fine. Just make sure to leave a like before you go.
Rex Lapis charged us with keeping watch over Liyue Harbor should danger rear its head. I dare say this is the very crisis he anticipated. Come, we must devise a strategy before confronting Zizia.
Oh boy, strategy. Wait, is Gaming still... Okay. No, he's gone. Alright, cool.
Time Lords
They took care of him. I thought they were just gonna leave him on the ground there.
carry people's ambitions in Inajima.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Ether has like a shit ton of ambition. He has a lot of things that he wants to do. Mainly find his sister. God, imagine if if she'd possessed the Traveler. Immediately we'd be whisked away from the Lantern Rite. It'd just be like, I gotta go find my sister now. Oh, you are useless. Thank God we already took care of that act. I don't know how ambitious Aether would have been. He probably would have, if he was possessed by this spirit, he probably would have taken the doctor's gamble, whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to find the word for it. I can't think of the word. Proposition, that's the word. A super ambitious traveler probably would have taken the doctor's proposition just to try and get his sister back. See, that's the problem with ambition. It can blind you to some pretty awful things. That's why I don't like sellouts. Because sellouts are all full of ambition. They're like... There's such a thing as having too much of a good thing, and having ambition is fine, but when you have too much ambition to the point where it blinds you to, you know, the bad that's going on in the world, then you realize maybe you gotta calm down, you know, cool it a little bit. Because it could get pretty serious.
Hey, Jason.
Yo, Bryce, it's good to see you. And thank you again for the raid.
The White Horse Adeptus? You mean the mysterious white mare that aided Rex Lapis during the Archon War?
Even if it's not her, there must be some connection. She always avoided us back then, and I never knew why.
Rex Lapis's recent trip seems to be related to this person as well.
Xianyun! Madam Ping! Xiao! Great! You're out here!
Ah, Traveler. It has been quite some time.
Oh, happy Lantern Rite, Paimon. You're as lively as I remember. I trust things have been well.
Sorry, Madam Ping. No time to catch up. Something terrible has happened.
What is it? Has Mountain Shaper gotten himself into trouble? Mooncarver is here with you, but he is not. The Wrath of Mint? That old fool dares to utter such nonsense behind one's back.
Yeah, that's not really our biggest concern here.
So, even a mere deadly self of the White Horse Adeptus was able to possess Mountain Shaper and affect his mind. No wonder Rex Lapis told us to gather here and await his orders.
Mountain Shaper's cultivation is inadequate. He was caught unprepared. Were it one of us, Zhuge would hardly have found a vessel quite so ready for the taking.
Hey, that's not what you said earlier.
Where is Mountain Shaper now?
A question that hardly bears pondering. Obviously, he intends to plant mint in the vicinity of one's abode.
Ah, then he poses no great threat. We might as well let him be. Once he fulfills his wish, it's possible that Zhuge will relinquish him of her own volition.
Your ulterior motive is most obvious, Mountain Shaper. You two hope for Mount Eltsong to be covered in mint. One can see it clear as day. Not to mention, deadly selves are born of malevolent human desires, and naturally pose a great risk to the form and mind of all living beings. We cannot let this go unchecked.
Let me handle it. I have relevant experience and know how to deal with such situations.
One has no doubt of that. Yet your involvement would likely end in armed confrontation. In one's own estimation, the time for such measures has not yet come. Before his departure, Rex Lapis knew that Zhuge was active in Liyue Harbor, yet told us only to wait. It would seem, then, that Rex Lapis did not believe extreme measures were warranted here.
Yes, this is quite a peculiar case. After all, Zhuge's possession does not seem to come with ill intent. It's more like she's guiding those she possesses to fulfill their own wishes.
There is another
Time
matter
Lords
of import,
910.
however.
Zion
I
Moon and
sense
all the
tremendous
Adepti speak in third
resentment
person, which
emanating
makes
from
the
her.
story more interesting.
What could be its source to render her so unable to find peace?
She was talking about the White Horse Adeptus memories, right? From what the Traveler said, it seemed like she was about to explode with rage. But why?
With Rex Lapis away, if we wish to understand that which occurred in the past, we shall have to ask her directly.
She also mentioned the Curse of Time. What could that be about?
Perhaps erosion.
Indeed. We are of the same mind.
I heard that ancient clans in the mountains once regarded the White Horse Adeptus as the daughter of time. It seems there was some truth to that, after all.
The Daughter of Time. Cursed by time?
Time does not treat everyone equally. The longer you dwell in this world, the more it takes from you.
Then what do we do?
One has devised a solution. Based on what you have told us, it seems that Zhuge is in the habit of leaping to a different host when provoked. One's plan is for us to block all escape routes while you confront Mountain Shaper, forcing Zhuge to reveal herself. Then, if prior experience stands, she will have no choice but to possess you. However, not only are you able to sense it, you are also unaffected by the peculiar state of stasis. In other words, in that moment, you would have the chance to either subdue or persuade her.
That is akin to walking straight into the lion's den. Allow me to go instead.
Yeah, isn't this plan a bit too risky? Why doesn't Paimon try first? After all, even if she got possessed, it's not like she would pose a danger to anyone. Paimon's wishes aren't all food-related, you know.
One would not suggest this course of action if one had any such reservation. Time and again, the Traveler has proved immune to Sidge's influence. Consider for a moment why that might be.
Oh yeah! That's what the first Deadly Self told you, right?
Perhaps your time in Nodcry left you with the blessing of the newborn moon goddess, Traveler. And this Whitehorse Adeptus clearly has a profound connection to the moon.
Indeed. Indeed.
I see.
Have you other concerns, Conqueror of Demons?
I was just trying to fathom why Rex Lapis left without explaining the situation in detail. But now I think I understand. Rex Lapis entrusted this matter to the Traveler, which means in his estimation, the Traveler must be the key to its resolution. So I have no other concern. I trust Rex Lapis, and I trust you.
Then we are all in agreement on proceeding with this plan? Very well. We should depart at once, lest we lose our chance. Let us see whether that old fool truly dares to face one's abode with Mint.
I don't know, that doesn't sound like it's going to be that hard for him to do. We're gonna go there and we're gonna see a crap ton of mint everywhere. How far is it? Oh, right. Oh my god, imagine if I walked all the way there. Ooh. Have to go up this way. Gosh, that's a long way. Ping? I don't know. I can't remember. We gotta go around.
At Time Lords 910. At Bryce Campbell 5790. Yeah, apart from her, now the others speak third person. Bryce Campbell, yeah, apart from her, it's now the others speak third person.
Oh. Yeah, I thought you were talking about first person, like, camera view. You're talking about, like, when they use their own names and such to describe themselves. And I don't think Zhao does either. Zhao's probably the only other one that... It's the older ones. It's the much older ones. It's probably because that's the way they talked back then. Because you gotta also remember, they haven't really had much... they haven't really...
Many insects have a
They haven't really been in society for that long. They haven't been speaking with mortals for as long as Madame Ping and Zhao and Zhongli have. So they're as old as them, but they haven't, you know, acclimated to the social graces of humanity. So they still speak in these and thous and talk in third person, things like that, you know. So that's one of the main definers as to who it has, who there is that has been mingling with society longer than any of the other adepti, you know. And that's obviously, you know, Zhao, who hasn't really had any contact with the other adepti and has had more contact with mortals than with the other adepti for years, fucking centuries. Zhongli, who has literally been living with humans ever since the Archon War. And Madame Ping, who also decided to live among the humans since the Archon War. So.
1 mint, 2 mint, let us plant a whole slew of mint! Once I reach 10,000, Cloud Retainer's abode shall be Mount Outsong no more, but rather Mount Mintsong! Oh, to behold the look on her face when she is confronted with such verdant splendor!
Mountain Shaper. You dare disturb the tranquility of one's abode.
Do not take personal offense, Cloud Retainer. He is not in control of his faculties.
Exactly. Let it go this once. Zidja is the one driving him to do this.
Huh? But Zidja just helps people fulfill their own wishes and desires.
Not now, Paimon.
Oops. Sorry, Mountain Shaper. Paimon might have just thrown you under the bus.
When he wakes up, we shall have words. Everyone, to your positions.
Be careful.
A pest? I must catch it! Again! Oh, young one, it is you! Don't tell me. Cloud Retainer sent you? Ha! Such brazen insolence! Such presumption. Such boundless avarice. That wretched adept's impudence knows no end. If she dares lay a finger on my garden, I shall smash her cuisine machine to pieces! You think I am one to fold so easily?
Insolent mortal! Time and again, you interfere in that which is beyond you. You make it exceedingly difficult to contain my rage. You have no conception of that which you seek. It is forbidden! You know nothing of my past. My warning was given. The cost entwined with this is beyond what you can bear. Stubborn mortal! You... Very well. If death is what you seek, who am I not to oblige? Come, let us see the extent of your resolve. Your wish is to behold the curse of time and the memories of this form? Then, let it be granted. You who seek death, stand before me. My prison. I was merely a trace of impure energy within Zapai's immortal body. When her soul was shattered, it should have been the end of me. But then, the one who governs time descended from on high and froze the moment of her death. And so, I remain in this world, unable to find release. A mortal who knows of her existence and would dare to speak her name. Who are you? Help. No, there is nothing we can do for each other. Her power, the one who governs time. It has surrounded me ever since. A blessing and a prison, all at once. No, I have been asleep in this prison for countless years, until a familiar presence woke me. Then, through that mortal girl's eyes, I saw it. As pure and bright as ever, unchanged across the millennia. It was the moon. That place is called Chiwang Terrace. Did later generations rebuild the altar in a new location? It looks just like the one used to honor Tsupai. Could it be that traces of what happened back then still remain in this world? That memory is embedded deep within the essence of Tsubai's soul. It is one that should have been forgotten. Yet, it is precisely that which haunts my every waking moment, fuels my rage, and denies me a modicum of peace. Now you, a mere mortal, come to seek that which is forbidden. So, let us see whether the fire that fuels your ambition is a hero's wisdom, or a fool's courage. I shall relinquish control over this body's curse, and let it devour everything within sight. Run as fast as you can, lest this prison become your grave. Look, it draws near. The river of time, come to sweep all into oblivion. A torrent of tears for the dead and departed. I shall wait for you at the end, mortal. Evade being swept up in its waters, and I will show you everything. Fail, and we shall sink into oblivion together.
Okay, time to run. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm all right. I thought it was already too late. I was like, "Oh no, really? Wow, that was fast." Ooh. Did we make it? Yay!
I did not expect that you would make it to the end. Yes, it would seem even time cannot hold you back. In that case, perhaps this truth is one you can bear. Come, let your wish be granted.
Under moon eternal, in radiant night, a maiden grants silk, soft and light. Under moon iridescent, in night divine, a maiden grants fiber for cloth so fine. Under moon of frost, in night so great, a maiden grants tools to divine our fate.
At Bryce Campbell 5790.
What are Mom and Dad doing?
For some reason, she
Just
resembles
make a
Skirt
wish.
a bit to me.
The kind Adeptus on the moon is listening. Look, it's Lady Tsubai. Wow, Lady Tsubai? Is she powerful? Of course. She taught us how to grow grain and beans, millet and rice, how to peel hemp and reel silk, spin thread and weave cloth.
how to cut stone and build houses, cast bronze and forge tools. According to Mom and Dad, the Adeptus Tsubai is the god of soil and grain, who blesses our land and its crops.
Huh? Lady Tsubai's leaving.
It's all right. We just have to wait till next year. She'll be back.
Mom and Dad are gone. Why hasn't Lady Tsubai returned? She'll come. We just have to believe. What is that? Lady Tsubai abandoned us.
All places tainted by the Abyss need to be purified. That includes Longan.
And what of its people?
You know what will happen. You are but an emissary to the mortal realm. This is Heaven's will. There is no need for guilt, and no place for hope.
I wouldn't dare. But the people of Langan honor me, worship me, pray to me. If I do not answer, the guilt will be too much to bear.
And if you do, you will meet the same end.
Then as their god, I shall die among them.
Look! Lady Tsubai came to save us! I knew she wouldn't abandon us! Run!
You have done enough.
Now you know the truth. These are the memories that suffocate me where I stand and crush me under their weight. Not just my nation, but the people I loved. Were it within my power, I would ignite a blaze fierce enough to burn a hole through the heavens themselves. It was a time of war, one that ravaged heaven and earth. Remnants of the battles tainted with cursed power fell from on high and devastated Langan. The heavens decreed that the tainted filth had to be cleansed. No matter the cost, if I just had more time, I could have helped more people to escape. But it wasn't enough. I just needed a bit more, and they all could have survived. I never imagined there would come a day where I found peace. So long this rage has been within me. Yet here in this moment, it has stilled at last. Thank you. If you wish to bring Tsubai back to life, mortal, then you may take the part of her soul that lives in me. Just remember, from this moment onward, the fate of Langan's fallen rests on your shoulders, and that cannot now be changed. As I said before, I am but a remnant of Tsubai's adeptal form, a manifestation of her wrath that was not meant to linger in this world. By taking away this fragment of her soul, you take away my shackles as well. So, let it be done. Ah, it's your turn to grant one of my wishes, is it? Very well. In regard to my fate, and that of Langan's fallen. I know there is little I can demand of you. However, should another raise a war banner against the heavens someday, let my name be set upon its cloth. I ask for this, and nothing more. Now, take what you came for. I was a lone moon, shrouded and dimmed in cloud-veiled night. Now darkness breaks, free and unburdened. I reclaim my light.
You think I am one to fold so easily? Ah, young one. What brings you here? My, what exquisite mint seedlings. Was it you who planted them? I had not taken you for one so versed in the horticultural arts. I must insist that you visit Mount Hulao. There is much we could learn from one another. Ah, but this is Cloud Retainer's abode. She does not appreciate the verdant wonder that is mint. We should leave at once. If she sees us here, there is little I can do to protect you. You weren't? Was it Mooncarver then? My, what nerve he has. What?
Looks like Mountain Shaper is back to normal. Has the matter with Zizhi been resolved then?
Wow, that was fast. That took, what, like, a second?
A second to us, perhaps. But for the Traveler, I imagine it felt much longer than that.
One's plan was most successful then.
And you're all right, Traveler. You don't feel strange in any way?
Well, sounds like good news all around. I'm glad this matter is resolved.
What is this matter you speak of? The possession of that mortal child?
The matter of Zizhi may have been resolved, but there is another that is far from over. The mint you planted around my abode. Perhaps you have a moment to spare for a little chat, Mountain Shaper.
You seem reluctant to talk in detail about what happened with Zizhi. Don't worry. I won't ask you to reveal her secrets to me. And I doubt the other Adepti will either.
Huh? You don't want to know what happened?
The expression on your face. I know it well, Traveler. It's one I've seen Rex Lapis wear on many occasions. Whatever you learned, it must be too heavy to share.
But you're okay, right, Traveler? That deadly self didn't hurt you, did she? Well, as long as you're not hurt, Paimon doesn't need to know anything else.
Even so, I hope you feel like you can entrust me with it. If I learned anything from our time together, it's that one should not have to shoulder such a weight alone. Not to mention that certain knowledge brings danger in its wake. I would never want you to feel forced to be the sole keeper of such secrets.
Yeah, kind of like how one person can't finish a whole slime, you know? Better to grab a bunch of friends and eat it all together. Exactly! Wait, no! Paimon's just saying we've got loads of friends who'll be more than willing to lend an ear.
I never knew there was such a tragic chapter in the ancient past of this land.
So, the people of that nation worship the White Horse Adeptus as the god of soil and grain.
It would seem then that Rex Lapis had a similar reason for withholding the details of his recent trip. I've often wondered if he had companions to stand by him before we met, or if he was forced to face things alone. Regardless, Lantern Rite takes place in 2 days. Let's meet back up again there. If there's no news of Rex Lapis by then, we'll have to come up with a plan.
Fingers crossed it all goes well.
Alright, now we need to talk with Zhao. In 2 days. Alright, that's Act 2. I think we're going to take this time to take a little bit of a break. I need to use the bathroom. Let's... Oh, excuse me. Right, I don't think I'm going to be getting any points until I start doing those challenges. What is it that it's trying to... Oh, square. There we go. Alright, there we go. Well, we'll take care of Act 3 when I come back from break. Let's go... Oh, wait a minute. We might be able to speak with... Oh. No, they're not here. Ah, darn it. I was hoping we'd get some funny dialogue between... Cloud Retainer... and, Xinyan. But no, they're not there. Darn it. They did that off screen. I did like his reaction, though, when we told him that he's the one that planted the mint. I feel like a reverb fart would have been funny at the end of the... Just like he craps his pants. It's like, how did I do that? Why did I... When did I do this? Why did I do this? How can I do this? Cloud Retainer's gonna kick my butt. Just that meme of SpongeBob running away from the one fish that was going to kick his butt. I can't remember the bully. Just have Cloud Shaper running away from Jin, like, out of the way! Don't you see this scale's gonna kick my butt? And instead of the old man, it's nah, that'd be stupid. I don't know who would take that place. Is it just the old man saying, I love young people, or something like that? I love the young people. Whatever it was. Oh, right. I'm gonna go talk with Catherine. Get that red check mark off of
At Time Lords
the side there. It annoys me to see that. Flats, that's it. Thank you. Flats the Flounder. That's the name. Or, I mean, if you're thinking, if we're talking about SpongeBob references, I guess the other one could have been Mountain Shaper and I can't remember if it's Cloud Runner or Cloud Shaper. I can't remember. Have them both in the SpongeBob meme where Sandy's chasing after SpongeBob and Patrick, and then lassos Patrick and pulls him back, and then an explosion happens. That meme would work too. In fact, I feel like that meme would be a bit more in line with what's going on here, because it was those two that were planning to put mint around her place. We walked in on them both plotting in jest, but you know, it did seem like they were going to prank her a little bit there. So it could be both of them trying to run from her, and the other getting pulled in. And then the explosion happens. What is this? Oh, that's how we go into Mysterious. Yes, thank you for telling me that. I keep getting the names wrong. I've already said this multiple times on my stream, but I'm not good with names. I'm just not. I don't know what it is, but that part of my brain does not, you know, I can't really retain names very well. I go into work every day and I have to say hello to everyone. Not just because it's a nice thing to do, but it helps me remember their names. There's this one guy that's been working there for months, but I keep calling him Thomas, but his name's Marcus. It's so bad. Ended being distracted. Well, don't get too distracted. Alright, I'm going to go take my break. Gonna mute them. Oh, I just unmuted it. Alright, you all enjoy the music and whatnot, and I'll be back in about 15-20 minutes. It probably shouldn't take me that long. I've got to drain the lizard. Alright, everyone, like I said, enjoy the music. Be right back.
At Time Lords 910. I think you should write down your coworker's name on a piece of paper and it can help you memorize their names. All Creator. Hello everyone. I hope you're enjoying the music. If you're watching in the archives now would be a great time to leave a like. Hungry Paymon. All Creator. Also Time Lords, I used to do that with the names, but we are constantly getting new people and people leaving because it's a night position. So I kinda stopped a couple years ago. And besides, I like saying hi to everyone. At Time Lords 910. Actually you can just say hi everyone and that way you won't have to remember or forget their names. At Time Lords 910. Although it may sound like you're on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. All Creator. Oh no, they each have their stations at work in separate aisles. I just happen to have a job where I have to be everywhere, so it's just easier to say hi as I see them. There is never a point where we are all in the same place. At Time Lords 910. I once wanted to have Zhongli's code for cosplay. It was way too expensive, so I stopped thinking about it.
Alright, I'm back. And yeah, that sounds pretty cool, Time Lords. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, his coat does look like it'd be very expensive. Especially with the gold trim that he tends to have around his clothing. That's probably going to increase the price. Even if it's like a costume, I could see it being very expensive. Because it would have to be custom made. That wouldn't just be something. It's not like Genshin Impact is a worldwide. I mean, obviously, it's a game that's played worldwide, but it's not ingrained in all facets of popular culture like some shows and games are. So it wouldn't be something that you'd just find anywhere on the shelf, so it would definitely have to be a custom order, that's for sure. So it would no doubt be very expensive. Alright, so we're gonna fast forward. There we go. I was trying to think in my brain, how is it do I do this again? That's how. You gotta hit both of the joysticks like buttons. Man, when I was using the facilities, I was talking about names and stuff like that. I don't know why, but it reminded me of a dream that I had recently where, well, I think it was last night. I had a dream that there was some kind of weird computer virus, and I don't exactly know how this came about, but I defeated it. I don't really know how this worked, but it's a dream, so whatever. I reached my hand like into the computer. It was like an old ass computer too. You know, I reached my hand in and I grabbed it like it was a physical object and pulled it out, looking all gross and umbilical cord like, and I just ripped it out of the computer and just pulled it and then just like crushed it in my hand, and the cord and everything just shattered in a bloody mess. It was gross as hell, but it was like a defining moment for me in this dream. And I was like, what the I woke up like, that was a weird dream. That's not how computer viruses work.
The mainkins can't level up unless you're the same level.
Confusing, and the mannequins can't level up unless you're the same level, huh? Oh, that game. Yeah, I haven't even tried doing that, so I don't even bother, to be honest. When you were talking about mannequins, I'm like, what is he talking about? But you're talking about that other game, the Maliestra game that's attached to Genshin Impact. Yeah, I don't want to bother with that. I want to play Genshin. I don't want to play that.
It's time to meet back up with Xiao. Let's head to Mount Outsong.
Alrighty. Back to Mount... Oh, back to Mount... Okay. I guess that's where we agreed to meet him. I thought we were going to meet him in town, to be honest. But yeah, that dream was freaking crazy. I honestly don't even know why I dreamed that. I mean, it would have made sense if that ending wasn't so odd. Like, that's not how computer viruses work. Maybe there was some kind of symbolism people can gather from that, but I couldn't. After I woke up, I was like, I have no idea. I mean, I'm glad I won. at the end of that dream. That's cool, but I have no idea what the fuck it meant.
Cloud Retainer! Madam Ping! We're here! Any news on Zhongli? Wait, are we missing 2 Adepti?
Well, Shenyun banned Mountain Shaper from Mount Outsong for 3 days.
At Time Lords 910.
Oh,
Why do I think of Atari when you say old computers?
The scheme to plant mint in one's abode was one those 2 fools devised together? And when it comes to punishment, one does not discriminate. His banishment ends in 3 days as well.
Yes, it's just like the meme I was talking about. They both were in on it, so she punished both of them. Like Sandy in that episode of SpongeBob. Why do I think of Atari when you say old computers? Well, Atari is a very old system. It's not a computer. It was one of the first home consoles. Home video game consoles. But I can honestly see how you would think that. I mean, Atari, the company's been around since the 70s. And that's like ancient for some of us. Not me, to be honest. I have a sister that was born in the 70s, so it's I don't know. I'm just an old man, so that doesn't seem that ancient to me. I mean, if we're talking 1960s, 1950s, that's ancient to me.
Wow, that's pretty harsh, Cloud Retainer.
Let's get down to business.
At Bryce Campbell
We have news of Rex
5790.
Lapis.
Huh?
I think of Commodore 64 and Wozniak's
Yes,
cream soda
Rex
machine
Lapis'
when thinking of
geopillar.
old
It
computers.
descended from on high this morning. He must have sent it for a reason, but it does not respond to our touch.
Bryce, I have no idea where you get that. My father had a Commodore 64. I played on a Commodore 64 when I was a little kid. He had this Muppets game that had a specific type of keyboard that he got for us to play on his Commodore 64. I can't remember anything of the game. I just remember the keyboard because it was sitting in our basement for the longest time, back when I had a basement.
So, what does it mean? Is he in trouble?
Not necessarily. It could be a message only a specific person is meant to receive. Traveler, you alone spoke to Rex Lapis before he left.
Oh, so it must be for the Traveler.
Give it a try.
Come to the spring on Mount Qingse. I have left an entrance for you.
Well,
Just as one surmised, it seems that Rex Lapis will not countenance our involvement in this matter.
That would not surprise me in the slightest. He's always had a soft spot for the Traveler, after all.
At Time Lords 910.
But be that as it may,
Wow, to me it
we have
feels ancient
served Rex
since
Lapis for
1980s
millennia
computer is
now.
called Commodore
In
64.
other words, I'm sure this has nothing to do with favoritism. He's probably just trying to protect us.
that's right. So you mustn't let your guard down, even if Rex Lapis is by your side.
Alright, let's get going. We'll try not to keep you all waiting.
Alrighty, Act 3. To me, it feels ancient since 1980s computers called Commodore 64. That's partially true. The Commodore 64 was a home computer system, but it was developed more as a console because it didn't run on any operating software. You had to start it up kind of like how you would an old-fashioned PC where it didn't... Oops. Whoa, have I not... I never opened this? Oh, wait, no, this... Wait a minute. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. I thought it was a domain for a second. But yeah, the Commodore 64 kind of starts up like any really old computer, but it had no operating system. So, you know, you couldn't really use it for any, I want to say interesting or work-related programs or anything like that. It felt more like you were playing, when you were using one, it felt more like a video game console than it did a home computer system. Definitely way different than the computer systems of its day. Like, a lot of computer systems way back then didn't even play video games. A lot of them were developed strictly as business related. Right. Well, I mean, that's why the Commodore 64 was way different from any home computer system, is because it had the graphics power of a gaming PC equivalent to this day. If it was to be compared with computer systems, like a regular laptop would be what you would consider an old-fashioned PC computer back in that day, and a gaming PC would be what you would consider the Commodore 64 to be that day, you know, because its main purpose was graphical superiority in relation to all other computer systems. So you mostly bought a Commodore 64 to play computer games instead of doing work.
Assembly is used for consoles if you want to compare it. Time Lords. Assembly is used for consoles if you want to compare it.
I remember that a lot of computers used to be like that. I know this is just me sounding like I'm like, oh, woe is me, I had a bad childhood growing up. But the schools that I went to, we had like ancient-ass computers for the longest time. I'm talking about the longest time, all throughout the 90s. We had old-ass computers that ran on literal floppy disks, not hard disks, but like floppy disks, like, you know, PC 98 kind of floppy disks.
Keep your eyes peeled. They should be around here somewhere.
But yeah, it was definitely not the best experience for school kids. Like, we obviously deserved way better than that, but I mean, what can you do? It was a public school system and they didn't have the money to buy the latest hardware, so we ended up with computers from the 70s. And that's what was in our schools for the longest time back then. I think it was in the late 90s, early 2000s when we started seeing more relevant hardware in schools, in public schools. It was terrible. And I feel kind of ripped off, you know. I didn't get a lot of the same experience other millennials did. So a lot of people think, oh, millennials, you guys grew up with computers also, but it's really all relevant to the kind of social standing you were in, the kind of the kind of life you were born into. You know, if you were middle class, you were in a school that had the basic necessities and more advanced technology. Well, if you were born into a poor family like I was, you ended up in a school that had decades old electronics and shit like that in it. So I wouldn't say that me being a millennial classifies me as being amongst the rest of the computer generation, because I really didn't have a home computer until 2006 when I bought one myself with my second job. So yeah. Floppy disk and the CD computer. We didn't even have computers that had CD drives. Like, my father had a computer that had a CD drive separate that he bought. But that was only because he embezzled so much money. And he never let me use it. He never let me use his computer. Eventually, I started using it like just for doing paint and stuff like that. He let me use paintbrush, and that's not really much of anything, really. But you know, I was a kid at the time, so he was like, nah, I don't want the kids touching my expensive ass computer. You know, typical father behavior. But when it came to me learning how to use computers, I was way behind for the longest time in relation to everybody else of my generation. And it was just, it sucked, but you know.
At Bryce Campbell 5790. We millennials grew up in a transitional period.
Thank you for telling me. I totally forgot to swap that over.
Such as the modern internet.
Right. I mean, that's the way that I look at it. Is it is a transitional period for a lot of people. I just wasn't part of that transitional period. I started transitioning into learning about computers when I ended up buying one myself. There we go. I changed it out, Time Lords. Let me know if it's different now. It should be. It should be Genshin Impact now. Yeah, it should be close. Am I supposed to go inside of something? Oh, yeah, there. We got bad guys around. I think I can avoid them, though. In fact, I think, like, that's right. I was so new to computers that I ended up getting my account hacked on World of Warcraft because of how new I was to the world of computers. I didn't know about the kind of scams and stuff that a lot of people run on video games like World of Warcraft. I didn't really know the signs to look out for, you know, or what fake websites were and all that stuff. I was still very new to it. And because my World of Warcraft account got hacked, they ended up taking out all the gold from our guild bank. I mean, we got it all back because we all put in a bunch of tickets to, you know, complain about everything that happened. So Blizzard was able to get everything sorted out and we got a return on all of our stuff. But you know, it did make me realize just how bad hacking was. You know, I only really heard of it until then. You know, you don't really know how dangerous a lot of things online are until you've actually experienced it or gone online to some extent. And I had never really done anything like that until 2006. So I was way late to the game in comparison to everybody else. Otherwise, I remember playing DOS. Oh, yeah. You know, that's the other thing is a lot of kids that I knew had DOS systems and stuff, and I had no freaking idea what that was. Like, the only computer brand and things that I can remember that we were using in school were like old-ass Tandy computers and like not even high-end name brand computers like Intel and stuff like that. We didn't have anything like that at my schools, so learning about DOS was something I learned about way later on in my life when I started watching YouTube videos. Okay, thank you, Time Lords. I'm glad I'd updated. I'm getting kind of bad at remembering to do that because I had to switch from my laptop to my phone, and it's the way I set everything up with my phone is different, and I tend to forget to do that. But thanks for letting me know.
Who could have imagined that the once mighty Geo Archon might end up so, sitting on a humble stool in the woods, quietly weaving moon lanterns? You really do look like an old man now.
This is a Shao lantern, not a moon lantern. In ages past, when the gods waged war and the world was in turmoil, these lanterns were lit to guide fallen warriors back to their homes. Had you tarried in the mortal realm for but a little while longer, you might have become quite accustomed to them.
Even so, it bears such a striking resemblance to the moon lanterns they used to offer up to the heavens. Could this truly be mere coincidence?
Perhaps in some sense it is, yet in another, it isn't. For instance, who is to say that some of Langan's magnificent jade did not become part of the very foundations upon which Liyue Harbor now stands? It is conceivable that this ritual was transmitted in such a manner too.
Now, let's not let ourselves get carried away. For all its splendor, do not forget that in the end, even Langan could not escape its heaven-sent fate.
Yeah, but I feel like you'd still have to input things like, you know, what the title of your stream is and the title of the game that you're playing is. You'd still have to do that either way, so I may as well do it myself.
Alas, it is just a pity that the little creatures of this world may never again lift their eyes to the moon, even should misfortune befall them. But you, Geolord, now that you rule this realm, why take the trouble, not to mention the risk, to visit one who bears such profound guilt as I? Are you not afraid that you might be sullied by the curse of time that was laid upon me?
There is no risk to speak of. At least, not in comparison to that which you took when you defied the heavens all that time ago.
As I have stated, time and again, it was not I who defied the heavens. Geolord, the ancient affairs of Langan have nothing to do with me, for I am but one of her deadly selves, severed before her demise. My name is not Zabai, but Zichao. Surely you did not take us for one and the same, solely on the basis that we may all assume the form of white horses? Sorry to break it to you, but you seem to have found yourself the wrong white horse. Anyway, do tell me, what urgent matter brings you here?
Very well, then. I have come to ask for Zibai's shade.
Oh? So, the Geo-Lord has set his sights upon Zibai's human soul. And what is it that you intend to do with it?
The world outside is changing. With the new moon's birth, the confines of the Shadow Moon are gradually disintegrating. In other words, the heavenly soul is set to return. Consequently, strange phenomena have manifested within Longan's former domain, leading to the earthly soul's reappearance as well. The last of the trio, the human soul, is in your possession.
Most intriguing.
My intention is to gather all three together, so that an old friend may finally make her return.
I must admit, it seems that some remarkable affairs are coming to pass in the outside world. Yet there is one thing you seem to have overlooked, Lord of Geo. Back in the day, it was you that freed me from that painting. And afterwards, I took up arms in your name. Together we first subdued Chenyu Vale, then brought peace to Mount Qingse. It was for this cause that the contract between us was made. But now that the debt has been repaid, what cause have you to expect my aid?
Zibai and I have long been friends. Given not only that you were manifested from a corrupt desire within her divine form, but that you also possess a fragment of her soul, how can you purport to be the wrong White Horse?
I think you'll find that we are now as separate and distinct as any two beings ever were. What once shone with radiant purity has long become dust. What you see is no longer what it was. Oh, great Lord of Geo. Should this still be unclear to you, I bid you take your leave.
It seems that the fault lies in my own lack of consideration. As you wish. I shall let this matter rest.
Wait! One moment, if you will. Should this not be your opportunity to propose a new contract? The part where you make me an offer I simply couldn't refuse? Even those puny mortals know how to haggle when striking their bargains. Should you, the famed god of contracts, not likewise strive for success through negotiation? Come now, enough with the posturing. It's time to name your price.
Very well. I had, in truth, prepared a new contract for your consideration.
I knew you would not come before me unprepared. Yet, you should know that I want for nothing, for I live in the mountains, carefree and untroubled. Occasionally, I even find sport in teasing the mortals who stumble into my presence.
Then why persist in telling them those ancient stories? I speak of what transpired before the sky collapsed and the earth sank into itself.
That is merely my way of passing the time. And what of it? Would any believe, much less remember, the ramblings of a mountain hermit?
Those tales have long since spread throughout the mortal realm.
Who?
Should my words prove insufficient, I invite you to see the world for yourself. To this end, I have found you a pair of trusty guides. The Lantern Rite is presently underway in Liyue, and should prove quite intriguing for you.
So this, then, is the contract you have prepared for me?
Indeed it is. Think of it as a contract for a one-day festive excursion.
Surely you do not hope to offer this in exchange for Tsubai's shade. The foundation of my very existence for a little excursion seems a little steep, wouldn't you say?
Why not see for yourself? You can always decide afterwards. The final determination, of course, shall rest with you.
Is that so? Then perhaps this deal might not be entirely off the table after all. Where then are these guides of which you speak?
Hey, it's Xiangli! Oh, we've been looking for you everywhere. We thought you might have gone missing.
You're here.
So these are my guides. Well, well. They certainly look the part, I'll give you that.
Guides?
Oh, you poor innocent little creatures. The benevolent Lord of Geo has sold you to me, which means that for the rest of this day, you belong to me.
Sold us to you? Just what have you gotten us into, Zhongli?
The situation is not quite as dire as that would sound. I ask only that you accompany my Adeptus friend on a tour of Liyue.
I would suspect that depends on how well you entertain me.
Entertain you?
Let us start with this Liyue harbor of which I have heard so much. Nowhere is quite so fascinating as a place teeming with little mortals.
How come this Adeptus sounds so different from what Paimon imagined? Okay, we'll take care of it. Get ready to find out why they call Paimon the best travel guide in all of Tibet.
Well, if we're going to impress her, we picked a great time to do it. Everybody's worshiping her right now.
Look! We've arrived at Liyue Harbor! Not only is it Tibet's busiest port, it's also the beating heart of Liyue. So, dear Madam Adeptus, where would you like to go first?
With humble fare and wine to sip, in comfort clothed and soul at ease, one eats, and all the heart's ills cease.
So we're heading straight for the good stuff? Well, you're in luck, because Paimon's an expert when it comes to food. There are two main cooking styles in Liyue. Li cuisine, which is all about mountain delicacies, and Yue cuisine, which is centered on seafood. The most famous restaurants are Liuli Pavilion and Shinyue Kiosk. Oh, now Paimon's starting to drool. Yes, our only option is to go try them both. 2 meals, back to back.
Both sound like excellent options to me. Are these the kind of establishments that most people might visit on a regular basis?
Not exactly. Both Li cuisine and Yue cuisine are known for their pricey ingredients. Definitely not what you'd call the budget options. But don't you worry about that. Just think of it as Zhongli's little treat. Come on! Aren't you supposed to be pals with Hu Tao? I'm unsure we can afford to spend a little more of her mora at least. Hey! All Paimon wants is to provide our Adeptus with the best possible experience here. Don't you want that too?
Both certainly sound like worthy choices. Just now, though, I happened to see a porter pass this way. Where might individuals like him go to eat?
A hungry porter, huh? Oh! Paimon knows just the place! Yep. Nothing fancy schmancy there. Just tasty dishes made with simple ingredients in a variety of different styles. Most importantly, it's great value for money, too. No wonder everyone loves it, huh? Oh, and the owner happens to be a good friend of ours, too.
One mean restaurant. Yes, even the name itself feels lively and down to earth. All right, let's make it our first stop.
Yippee! That's a great choice, too. Alrighty, let's head over there right away. Paimon can't wait to dig in. Wamin Restaurant, here we come.
Yay. We may even see Guoba. I'm sure that won't be awkward at all. But yeah, Time Lords and Bryce, how are... Excuse me, I choked on some spit there. Time Lords, Bryce, how are you both doing today? I don't know if I asked either of you that when you came in. If so, I'm sorry. I kind of got caught up in the story today.
Xiangling! Shift now! We're here!
Oh, hello there. What a surprise to see you two. Welcome, welcome.
Hey there, Traveler and Paimon! We're a little busy today, so grab a table while you still can. But I don't think I've met this lady before. Is she a new friend? You could say that. Oh, I see. Well, hey there. A friend of the Traveler's a friend of mine, too. Don't worry, we'll take good care of you. Just order whatever you want, it's on the house. By the way, I'm
At
Xiangling.
Time Lords 910.
I cook here at One Mean
I'm fine
Restaurant.
just heading
What's
downstairs
your
and my
name?
loft window recently been fixed. At Bryce Campbell 57.
Oh, that's good to hear, Time Lords.
I'm doing good. I finally got an issue I was having with the program I was making resolved, though the solution felt rather weird.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, hopefully it wasn't anything as weird as the dream I had, where you had to reach into the computer, grab this fleshy thing, and destroy it. But yeah, it's always good to get problems with your computer fixed, regardless of how difficult or weird they might be. But yeah, Time Lords, I'm glad to hear that your loft's window is finally fixed. That can be a problem. I actually have kind of a problem with the window around in my room. My room's way colder than everywhere else in the house because my room has like 2 large windows. The 2 largest windows in the house. So, you know, there's definitely a draft that comes in them. I mean, I'm not that worried about it because I kind of like having my room cold. It helps out with my electronics. But, you know, it can sometimes get a little bit much for me. While it's okay and it's good for my computers and everything like that, it's not good for me, you know? So I try to bundle up when it gets cold like how it is now.
Miss Xiangling, have you ever heard of the White Horse Adeptus?
Of course. What about her?
I am her, and she is me.
Huh? You mean you're an Adeptus?
Oh, you young'uns crack me up. Come on, Xiangling. You've got to keep up with the times. Haven't you heard of cosplay? It's like a role-playing game where you dress up as famous characters and pretend to be them. Seriously, it's all the rage, and it looks like this young lady is quite the expert. Your friends sure keep their fingers on the pulse, huh, Traveler?
Wow, Dad. Didn't know you were so tuned in. But how come I haven't heard about it?
You gotta listen to our customers. Didn't I tell you to spend less time chasing after wild vegetables and more time making friends? You're even more out of touch than I am.
Hey, I like making friends too. Isn't that what I'm doing right now? Anyway, even if it is just a costume, is it alright if I still call you White Horse Adeptus?
Of course it's all right, because that's exactly who I am.
Okay. I can see you're really committed to the role. How about I call you the real White Horse Adeptus instead? In that case, you can call Paimon the real Traveler. Yeah, right. You could have at least switched outfits.
I mean, I don't think I'm gonna fit in Paimon's outfit. I think my outfit would probably just be a bundle of clothes on top of Paimon.
Puny mortals. Nevertheless, I suppose it might be amusing to indulge in your little charade for a while at least.
All right. Go grab yourselves a table. I'll come take your order in a bit.
I like that we live in an age where even if gods did exist, they could be like, I'm just cosplaying and live amongst us. That's a fun thought, isn't it? This coming from someone who has the name All Creator.
Hello. May I ask if Miss Xiongling and Chef Mao are here?
Yeah, they're just over there. Wait a sec. Aren't you? So, what would you like to... Huh? You're...
Hello, Miss Xiongling. It's me, Lu Xiongxiong, the one who broke some stuff here at your restaurant a few days ago. I just wanted you to know how sorry I am. I honestly don't know what came over me. Please, please forgive me.
Oh, it's you. You really gave me a fright that day, young lady. You didn't actually get food poisoning from our blackback perch stew, right?
Come on, Dad. She's come to say sorry.
Yo, if it's one thing you don't want to do when running a restaurant as an owner is to walk out in the middle of your restaurant and be like, "You didn't get sick off of our food, did you?" That's like the last thing you want to do. Now everybody's looking over and I'm like, "That's the owner of the restaurant, right? Did he just say something about getting sick from their food?" It's not a very good business sense there.
It's all right, Miss Lou. You must have been feeling a bit off that day. You're looking so much better now, though. Why don't you grab a table, too? This one's on the house.
No, I couldn't possibly.
Hey, it's totally okay. We all feel under the weather sometimes, especially when we're away from home. Go on, find yourself a... yikes. Looks like all the tables are taken. Wanna come sit with us? We've got an extra seat over here. Thanks, guys. So what would you like to eat today? Feel free to order anything you like.
I should very much like to sample your renowned poisonous blackback perch stew.
I knew it was going to come back to bite him in the butt for saying it.
It wasn't poisoned. That was all on me.
So that's one portion of blackback perch stew. How about you guys? Paimon wants... Sure thing! Looks like Paimon's having trouble making up her mind. Anyway, I guarantee you'll love it. Let me think. Well, since the blackback perch stew is on the spicier side, I guess it makes sense to balance it out with a serving of stir-fried shrimp.
Don't they all know about Xiangling's palate anyway? After all, we experienced it when she came to Mondstadt.
Yeah, that was how we first met her. If I remember correctly, Xiangling was the first character that I got that wasn't, you know, a free character that you got along with the story. I ended up getting her for free because I had started my account so early. She was one of the free characters you got if you started playing Genshin Impact when it was first dropped in the West.
And since it's Lantern Rite season, you better try out the triple-layered consommé and come and get it too! Those are our seasonal specialties. As for the carbs, since we've got a full table, how about some right at home? Along with our special chili mince cornbread buns. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. Then for dessert, I'll whip you up some Lucky Snow Delight. I just came up with it a few days ago, and I can't wait for you to try it. Wow! Sounds like quite the feast. Looks like Paimon's in luck today.
Am I the only one who thinks that's way too much?
Not at all. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. And to top it all off, our star dish, Adeptus Temptation. You should know that we don't often serve this here at Wanmin Restaurant. But since this is my first time cooking for the White Horse Adeptus, I'm pulling out all the stops. Okie dokie, just sit back and relax. I'll have your dishes out in no time.
Hold on. Did I just hear Miss Xiangling mention the White Horse Adeptus?
You did indeed. And you're looking right at her.
That's a joke, by the way. She's cosplaying.
You know, what would be funny? I know that she's going to at any point be like, I am not cosplaying. I'm the real Horse Adeptus. We're all just going to be like, yeah, sure. If I was her and I was trying to convince people that I was real, I'd get pretty mad. I'd be like, no! Thunder and lightning! Thunder and lightning!
Oh, I see. Phew, almost believed you there for a moment.
Tell me, little one, what business might you have with the White Horse
I started
Adeptus?
playing Genshin in 2020 of
It's
September.
a long story. Basically, a while back, I took part in an archaeological dig over at the chasm. While we were there, we discovered a number of relics. Our findings show that they date back to the era of Long Gone, an ancient nation whose people are said to have been the ancestors of some of the modern-day inhabitants of Chenyu Vale.
And why might such matters concern the White Horse Adeptus?
Because some of those relics not only seem to contain textual references to her, but even depictions of what she looked like. There have long been legends claiming that the White Horse Adeptus was a deity of that era, but there are plenty of other theories out there too. If I could just locate some more detailed records, I'm sure we'd be able to find out so much more.
So you're into history?
Well, to tell you the truth, I actually joined the archaeological team by sheer accident. But once I'd started down this path, I knew that I wanted to make something of myself. Recently, though, things seem to have taken a turn for the worse. Still can't believe I caused such a mess and even ended up hurting someone.
Oh, so you're considering becoming a martial artist now instead?
No, I mean, they weren't seriously hurt. It was just a few scratches, and they let it go after my mother compensated them. Either way, my career's pretty much over. And even though both the victim and the Ministry of Civil Affairs say they won't be pursuing the matter any further, my father says he's going to punish me according to our family rules.
Family rules?
Yeah, he's decided to ground me. I'll have to return to Chaoying Village after Lantern Rite, and goodness knows when I'll be allowed to leave again.
You know, groundings, depending on the parents, can be pretty severe. I got grounded for an entire summer once. That was not a very good day for me. I mean, obviously I deserved it, but, you know. I mean, there wasn't really much I was going to be doing that summer anyway, but it did seem a little harsh.
Wow, that's harsh. Sounds like the kind of thing only rich, super traditional parents would do.
I mean, Paimon, that's just parenting 101. Parents ground kids. That's what they do. That's a punishment. It doesn't matter if they're rich or not.
We're not exactly rich, though. All we own are a few tea fields in Chaoying Village and a guest house in Liyue Harbor.
Exactly. That was kind of the impression I was getting, you know? Typically, people who aren't very well off won't have ambitions to be renowned across the world. Also, what the hell happened to the other table? Wait, what camera angle are we looking at right here? There's supposed to be like another table, right? Oh, I've got to, once we get this, I feel like there's supposed to be a table behind her. I can't really judge unless the camera zooms out, but for some reason I feel like there should be a table behind us right now. I don't know if the camera's behind us or if the camera's looking adjacent from us. Oh, well, whatever.
A guest house? It isn't Baiju Guest House by any chance?
Yep, he's my grandfather. So, you've heard of the guest house before?
Small world, huh? Come to think of it, didn't Boss Lou mention something about hoping that the White Horse Adeptus would show up and let her divine power be known?
Okay, so this is why they had that whole section at the beginning with the old man. I was wondering why they did that. I thought it was just to tip us off to the, White Horse Adeptus, but no, this is his granddaughter, all right, that he was talking about. All right, that's what links these two stories together.
Sure, but
At Bryce
Paimon's
Campbell
guessing this wasn't
5790.
exactly what he had in mind.
We are looking at the blacksmith who's next to the guild desk is all I know.
Yeah, like I said, no, I think, no, that's the table that's the round table that was behind me and Paimon. There's supposed to be a square table behind where, Shang is sitting, but I didn't see it. I'm gonna definitely have to look at the camera, once we get back to playing. I'm going to have to kind of take an idea of where the camera was positioned, because it feels weird that we weren't able to see the square table. I'm wondering if maybe they took it off for that scene because there were frame rate issues or something. I don't know why they would remove an entire table full of people, but whatever, I guess.
Little one, it sounds to me that your family is rather well off after all. What then drew you to archaeology? Why subject yourself to such unnecessary hardships?
Even if I stayed at home, there's no guarantee I'd lead a nice, easy life. Just look at my father.
Okay, there they are. I was like, why the hell can't we see that table? I think what it is that the camera was positioned further to the left from where it is now, to where it was directly in front of her face, and that's why we were seeing more of the house that we see behind her right now. And then just on the other side of that house, you can view the blacksmith table and stuff from there. So, okay, I wasn't going crazy. I was like, I know for a fact that there was another table filled with people. The one with the Fatui member over there. I felt like I was going nuts for a second. It felt like a Mandela effect was going on. I was like, did I just forget about that? Did I imagine a table being there?
Recently, my grandfather put him in charge of the guest house, and he came up with a bunch of ideas right away, starting with changing its name. That didn't turn out well, though. My grandfather yelled at him for days, even calling him a bad son, and they still haven't let it go.
Oh! Paimon thinks we might have heard about that too.
Long story short, being dependent on others is never fun. You just end up being completely under their thumb. That's why I want to make it on my own out here, no matter how hard it is. After all, as the saying goes, to rise above others, one must endure the hardest of hardships. What's so funny about that?
You poor, innocent little creatures never fail to amuse me. To think you would endure all manner of hardships in your brief time on this mortal plane, and all that merely to rise above others.
I don't know why, but I'm kind of on her side with that thought. Is like, why would you even go through such hardships to be better than other people? No matter what, when we all die, we all die. There's no reason to be better than anybody else other than your own personal vanity.
I would have thought that the wiser path would be to simply roam this world as I do.
Huh?
Tell me, what is it that you truly delight in? Archaeology? Martial arts? Tea planting? Or perhaps the keeping of a guest house?
What I delight in?
Yes! Surely there must be something you don't find quite so exhausting. Whatever delights you should not feel like a burden.
But do things like that really exist?
Of course! Take Miss Xiangling, for instance. I defy you to detect even a hint of hardship on her face when she wields her walking spatula. So, since it seems you are resolved to tread the rocky path, you should strive with all your might to pursue that which brings you delight.
Yeah, see, I like this lady. I'm gonna roll for her character. I know this isn't her specifically, this is just a side of her, but I feel like she's speaking some real facts right now.
You mean, like, cosplay?
I suppose you might say that.
Looks like the White Horse Adeptus is really getting into her role.
I think I get what you mean then. Maybe I should have a chat with Miss Xiangling before I head home.
Yeah, see, this was more of the camera angle that we were looking at before. Alright, everything makes sense now. My brain was just influenced heavily by what I was seeing before. I just didn't realize you could easily see the Adventurers Guild from behind Wanmin Restaurant like this. But then again, I don't really go behind here that often.
Okay, everyone. Sorry to keep you waiting. Here's your food. Wow. It all smells so good.
Oh, finally! I get to try that famous poisonous stew.
Hey! Didn't you hear what Shang said?
At Bryce
It
Campbell
wasn't the stew.
5790.
If anyone's to blame,
I already have
it's that
Zebai
other
and I was
you.
pulling for fodder to use for weapon enhancement.
What's up?
How fiercely this mortal fare burns upon the tongue!
Oh, really? I mean, that's a good way to do it. I've got a shit ton of fodder. I really should try and... You know what? I'm not doing it this stream. I'm not going to roll for her character this stream. I'm going to do it the next stream once I finish up this entire event. Because, I don't know. I always feel like that brings me better luck when I roll for a character after their event's finished. But that's just me.
Most satisfying as poisonous stews go. So, where to now? Time, I think, to seek out some diversion?
Oh, there's plenty of entertainment options in Liyue. Paimon will tell you that. The locals like to drink tea, walk their pets, play chess, watch operas, attend storytelling performances.
Wait, hold up. They walk pets? I haven't been seeing anyone with pets in this game, come to think of it.
Storytelling performances?
You know, like listening to people telling stories. They're usually based on old Liyue legends, just like their operas. Stuff like The Divine Damsel of Devastation, Through the Eyes of a Dragon, or The Sanctification of Tao Do.
What about the story of the bright moon that sits in the sky above us?
Paimon doesn't think she's heard that one. Still, the moon does come up quite a lot. It's even in the name itself. The Yue in Liyue actually means moon. Since we're on the subject, you like telling stories yourself, right? Why don't we go check it out?
In that case, I'll have to trouble the two of you to lead the way.
Awesome! Let's go! Third round knockout, here we come!
Hooray! Oh, I got a recipe! The lucky snow delight that she was talking about. She gave us a recipe for it. Awesome. There it is. Yay! Whoops. Just swing around a deadly weapon in the open. Thanks, Mabuika. Hey!
What a tongue twister. I'd have made a complete fool of myself if I tried to say it on stage. without practicing it first. Huh. Call yourself Iron Tongue Tien. Wobbly Tongue Tien, more like.
I used to have that problem a lot. But if you just take your time to grasp the meaning and commit it to memory, you'll be able to say it smoothly in no time.
You're right, Miss Yoon. I'll give it another try.
Hey, Yunshin! Fancy seeing you here! What are you two talking about?
Ah, Traveler and Paimon, we meet again. And who, may I ask, is this?
You may call me the White Horse Adeptus.
The White Horse Adeptus?
She's not really an Adeptus.
I see. Well, it certainly looks like a lot of fun.
Oh, funny you mention it. This type of thing is actually something I'm quite familiar with. Once, to perform Through the Eyes of a Dragon, I decided to imagine that I was Rex Lapis himself. It was the only way to truly inhabit his mindset and understand his resolve to quell those demons.
I'm pretty sure Zhao likes this play simply for that play alone.
Sounds like you just wanted an excuse to feel all big and powerful.
Hey, that's... You just don't understand how inspiration works.
You're one to talk. Paimon's traveled all over with the Traveler, and she's seen things that would make your jaw drop.
All right, then. Since you claim to be so knowledgeable, why don't you prove it by reciting an ancient poem?
An ancient poem? Which one?
Ha! See? You mean to tell me you've never even heard of the ancient poem called An Ancient Poem?
What kind of a title is that?
Quit teasing, Paimon. We only just found out about that ourselves. He's talking about the writing on those ancient relics. When we first saw it, we couldn't figure out what it all meant. So in the meantime, we decided to just refer to it as an ancient poem. However, thanks to the painstaking work of the scholars who were tasked with decoding it, it seems like that's exactly what it was. Or rather, an ode offered in veneration of the moon and the White Horse Adeptus.
Oh yeah! Didn't Kuching mention that before? It's got something to do with Longon, right?
That is correct. The Ministry of Civil Affairs has issued a notice stating that, although it is true that the moon may disappear tonight, we should be in no danger. In other words, there's nothing to fear. But if you're worried, we can always take a leaf from the Book of the Ancients. By reciting this poem, I mean, and calling for the White Horse Adeptus's aid. If we do that, I'm certain she'll protect our moon and keep us safe.
Oh, seriously? Paimon has to get a look at this.
Alright, everyone, you done reading? Okay, let's continue.
Under moon eternal, in radiant night, a maiden grants silk, soft and light? Wouldn't have had that supposed to mean? Under moon iridescent, in night divine, blah blah blah, something cloth so fine. Something about fields being plowed, something else about seeds being sown from the earth. Seriously? What is this?
The fields are plowed, the seeds are sown, and from the earth, life is grown.
Whoa! You did that without even looking!
Bravo! Bravo! we have an expert in our midst. Looks like this young lady really does know her role inside out. If I didn't know any better, I'd have taken her for the real deal.
That's because I am the real deal.
That's the spirit. This is exactly the kind of mindset I was talking about. Behold, mortals, I am none other than the indomitable Rex Lapis himself. Kneel before my godly splendor. Believe me, young lady, I know exactly why you do it. Back in the day, I was just like you.
I must say you are rather amusing as mortals go.
Miss White Horse Adeptus, it is a great pleasure to make your acquaintance today. I have some questions regarding the poem, and I was wondering, perhaps, if you might be able to shed some light on it?
You want me to explain the full meaning of its verses?
Your guidance would be much appreciated.
Fascinating. Tell me, do all the people of Liyue still express such reverence for the ancient ways?
Well, it's true that we hold a deep fondness for our history, but it is hardly our only pursuit. One of my good friends, for instance, is even more devoted to the modern Fontanian art of rock and roll.
Exactly! And don't forget, great practitioners of the role-playing arts walk among us too. People like me and you, young lady.
Yes. So rather than placing too much emphasis on our reverence for the ancient ways, it might be better to say that here in Liyue, 100 passions bloom, each with a voice of its own.
I see. Then, I suppose it wouldn't do any harm for me to enlighten you. In truth, it is but a simple poem of blessings. Its meaning is this. As the eternal moon rises in the night sky, a maiden adorned with lustrous jade descends upon the earth. She blesses the kudzu vines and mulberry leaves, so that they may be used to make coarse cloth that is nevertheless soft, light, and comfortable to wear. As the iridescent moon rises in the night sky, a maiden adorned with lustrous jade descends upon the earth. She blesses the kudzu vines and hemp, so that they may be used to make fine, luxurious cloth. As the frost moon rises in the night sky, a maiden adorned with lustrous jade descends upon the earth. She blesses the mugwort and artemisia, so that they may be perfect for divination.
So she really did come down from the moon?
She shows the people how to use the plow and spade to purge the land of weeds, till the soil, and heap up the earth to make it fertile. Then with the hoe, she teaches them to sow their grain, bestowing the promise of life upon every seed. She blesses the millet and the beans, ensuring that their stalks and vines stretch forth without end. She graces the wheat and the rice, so that their heavy heads are filled with plump, glistening grain.
Sounds like she's a real pro at all this farming stuff.
The fruits of the field are harvested and brewed into sacred wine for honored guests. This we reverently present to the divine maiden, with every ceremonial step flawlessly observed, so that she may witness the depth of our piety and respect. Oh, divine maiden, how can your graceful presence in the sky not seem like that of a fairy descending from the heavens? Oh, divine maiden, how does your pure and radiant form not resemble the guardian spirit of our land? I send my heart's desire, ascending to the heavens, beseeching you to grant us good fortune and blessings in the coming year.
Huh? So, that's what it's supposed to mean?
I find myself speechless. Moved beyond the power of words to convey. Oh, young lady, you have shown me the heights to which a true role player might aspire.
A truly remarkable performance. I did not anticipate that anyone could unravel this poem with such depth and clarity, and so soon after the Ministry of Civil Affairs notice, too. I'd even begun to consider myself somewhat versed in the matter, but as they say, There's always someone more knowledgeable out there. Allow me to extend my thanks to you, Miss Whitehorse Adeptus.
You are far too humble, young one. I must confess, it is I who have been surprised, not only by you, but also by this Liyue Harbor of the present day.
Ah, so you're not from Liyue. And what, may I ask, has surprised you about it?
Oh, it's nothing really. Just some old memories scattered here and there. Very well, my guides. I suppose it is time we set forth on the next part of our excursion. I'd like to go see that wharf now. What say the two of you?
No problem! We'll take you wherever you want!
Oh, leaving so soon? Before you go, allow me to introduce myself. I am Yunjin, director of the Yunhan Opera Troupe. May I ask your name in return?
My own name is scarcely worth mentioning, but since you asked, perhaps I'll tell you the title of that poem instead.
Huh? So, it isn't actually called an ancient poem?
Of course not. Its real title is Odes of Long Zabai.
Odes of Long Zabai.
All right then, until we meet again.
Ah, okay. No, he just says the usual thing that he says. Okay. No. I'm not doing any of that. Screw that. We get to look at the ancient poem, though. That's nice, I guess. Alright, where are we going next? Go to where Mingzhou Lantern is. Right. Oh. I think it would be faster to go this way. Sorry, I was just eating while watching the cutscene. I have my dinner here at spaghetti, just some basic spaghetti. Kind of running out of food. I only have like 2 legs of chicken and potatoes in my fridge. I'm gonna have to stock up on food with my next paycheck. But that won't be till Thursday, so I'm gonna have to make the food that I have last. Ah. Oh, hey. Genfei. I almost forgot her name.
Hey, Ganyu! I almost forgot to mention. On my recent trip to Notcry, I came across something really fascinating in the Frost Moon Scion's library. I found records in their collection of another divine envoy living on the moon.
A divine envoy on the moon? You don't think it could have been referring to the White Horse Adeptus too, do you?
No way to say for sure. Still, the similarities between our legends are intriguing, to say the least.
I love how they're both half Adeptus and they're about to meet a full-blooded Adeptus. Are they just going to go along with the cosplay thing, or are they going to be like, wait a minute?
Isn't it amazing? Especially when you consider how far apart we are.
It truly is. We might live in different lands, but when we look up at the night sky, we all see the same moon and stars.
Right? It's like we're all bound together, no matter where we are. When you think of it like that, it's almost as if our friends from other nations will be right here celebrating with us. Isn't that a wonderful thought?
No wonder you were so excited to go see the giant lantern when you first got back. Sounds like you're a real fan of the White Horse Adeptus, huh?
Oh, that's right. Didn't we see her in Notcry not too long ago?
I guess you could say that. Just a pity she's so elusive. Even Granny's never met her, you know? Maybe she really is just a legend after all.
Hey, Paimon. The White Horse Adeptus is as real can be.
Huh? Oh, look! It's the Traveler and Paimon! Feels like I haven't seen you two in, like, forever. Happy Lantern Rite. It's so good to see you again. Hey, you two. Happy Lantern Rite. Did I hear you right just now, Paimon? Does that mean you've actually seen the White Horse Adeptus?
Hello there, Unstabler. It's nice to meet you. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, I had a feeling we saw her in Oddcry. It's funny that she's acting this way. I haven't seen you in forever. Like, a couple days ago.
She has indeed. And now, so have you. Huh? And you are? Why, who else? The White Horse Adeptus, of course.
Could you maybe start with something else next time?
You're the White Horse Adeptus?
That's right. Allow Paimon to introduce you to our new friend, Zichao. She's been low-key obsessed with cosplaying the White Horse Adeptus ever since we met her.
I see. Well then, greetings, Miss Zichao. My name is Yanfei. And recently, I've been low-key obsessed with learning everything I can about the White Horse Adeptus.
So you're late on Lantern Rite.
Sure the two of you will get along like a house on fire. Oh, and by the way, I'm Ganyu.
Well, I guess you could say that. I do like to pace my playthroughs of Genshin Impact. I like to separate them into differentiating parts because I can't really devote a lot of my time. I work 2 jobs, so I can't really devote a lot of my time to playing Genshin Impact. I play it every Monday, and I only really have like about 4 hours to play it, so I do as much as I can, and then I save the rest for later. Today I'm doing Acts 3 and 4 of the Lantern Rite event, and next week I'm going to be finishing up, or no, I'm doing Acts 2 and 3. And next week I'm going to be finishing up Act 4. I'm going to be doing Act 4 and finishing up all of the challenges on that day. You know, just to keep everything well paced on my stream, on my channel. Sorry, it's a bit late for me, so if I'm stumbling over my words, it's because I'm starting to get tired.
So, Miss Zichao, you must be here to see the giant lantern too, right?
Hmm? A horse-shaped Zhao lantern? Is that what I think it is?
That's right. A lantern made to honor the White Horse Adeptus herself. Isn't it gorgeous?
Huh? What are you laughing at?
Both the lantern and myself.
What do you mean?
Oh, this lantern truly is an artistic masterpiece. But tell me this, have any of you ever seen a horse before?
At Unstablerio 151.
Come to think of it,
Same
Paimon
problem
can't remember
here.
ever actually
Adult life
seeing
is
one
kinda
herself.
sucks, haha.
What about you, Traveler?
Yeah, adulting can definitely get in the way of playing the video games you want to play. And it only gets worse as you get older. I hate to say that, but, you know, that's life. Also, now that they're mentioning it, I'm trying my hardest to remember if there's ever been a horse. I mean, I know we've been seeing, like, deer and for other four-legged creatures, but I don't know if we've seen a horse. That's funny. That's so funny to think about. I'm half tempted to say I have, but not here. Because, like... it's not like we haven't played video games where there aren't horses. I'm just gonna say me neither, because lore-wise in this game, I don't think there's ever been a horse, really.
This horse appears to be mid-trot, but it has adopted what is called a lateral gait, where the legs on one side of the body move together in unison. A rather rare sight indeed. Just now, I suddenly pictured myself, I mean, the White Horse Adeptus running the same way. The image was so absurd, I could barely contain my mirth.
It kind of would be weird to see a horse do that, because then it'd be like, I don't know, would it be drunk? Because horses are supposed to run like she's saying, like each foot taking its own indirect path. They don't kind of work in tandem like how people do when they run or walk. They're supposed to work in opposite ends of each other, so two of the legs should be facing in a different direction. The just way she's running right now, it feels like she'd kind of fall over. But that's not the point. The point is to make it look good. That's what art is. But she's a horse, so she would know.
Oh, really? I never knew that. You learn something every day, huh?
Actually, you can hear horses
Come
in the
on!
background
It's
in
basically a
Mondstadt,
giant
but you
piece
can't
of
find
fan
any.
art! Who cares if it's different than the original?
Oh yeah, can you? You know, I haven't really thought about that. I don't really turn up the volume on the game that often, but if there is a place where you can hear horses, it's funny that you can't see any. Yeah, you're right. Because yeah, I'm just struggling, and no, I don't think there's any instances of horses in this game. Just deer and bucks and yeah. But yeah, I'm with Paimon on this. It's a piece of art. It's not really supposed to be anatomically correct. It's really supposed to be captivating. To which I think they did a good job.
I was merely laughing at my own ignorance. I came here thinking that the White Horse Adeptus's tale had been long forgotten. Yet here I am, gazing upon a lantern made in her honor.
Well, you couldn't have been more mistaken. There are so many tales about the White Horse Adeptus, I'm starting to lose count. Just off the top of my head...
Just so you know, Yenfei, we've heard it all like a million times before.
Aha! But there's one thing I can guarantee that you haven't.
Huh? You mean like a new chapter of her stories come to light?
Mm-hmm. And I heard it from Ganyu just yesterday. Hey, why don't you share it with the others?
Sure, no problem. Where to begin? Do you guys still remember what Liyue's Moon Chase Festival is about?
Of course! It's a festival held in honor of the Stove God!
That's right. But it took a really long time for the Stove God Festival to become what it is today. In its earliest form, it was actually an adeptal ritual known as the Moon Chase Rite.
Paimon remembers Madame Ping mentioning that before, but she never explained exactly what it was.
According to Cloud Retainer, the Moon Chase Rite was originally a ritual meant for communicating with the moon.
Communicating with the moon? But for what purpose?
At first, Cloud Retainer wasn't entirely sure either, as it was always Rex Lapis who performed the ritual.
Whoa! Rex Lapis did it himself? Must have been a really important ritual.
That's right. Unfortunately, despite numerous attempts, they never actually received any response from the moon, which is why they eventually stopped performing it. But then, just yesterday, Keqing took a picture of the moon being obscured by a dark hole to Cloud Retainer and asked if it had anything to do with the Moon Chase Rite. The moment Cloud Retainer saw it, it suddenly dawned on her that the rite might have been an attempt to reach the White Horse Adeptus all along.
Does that mean
When did you start
Zhang Li's been trying to bring back the White Horse Adeptus all this time?
So how about that? Bet you never thought there might even be a link between the White Horse Adeptus and the Moon Chase Festival.
I started playing Genshin Impact way back when it first released here in North America in September. I originally didn't think I was going to get that far in the story. I didn't really think I was going to enjoy the game that much, but I ended up liking it, so I'm here. I don't play it as religiously as a lot of other people do. Like, I don't grind my characters. I just kind of keep a certain number of characters on hand and get them strong enough to go through the story, because that's mainly why I play the game, is for the story. But yeah, I've been a long time player of the game. But in terms of how long I've been streaming the game, I started streaming it again in 2023. I streamed it when I did the very first... When I first started the game, way back when in 2020, I started it by, because I didn't really have too many games to play. So the first stream of this that I did was a very long time ago. And my streams are way out of order, so I don't have them canonically. I stopped playing I stopped streaming it for a couple of years. And then after I got done the Inazuma arc, I started streaming it again. And then I've been playing it ever since then. And it's mostly because I didn't like having it separate from my stream time. So I kind of picked it up as one of the games that I tend to stream a lot now.
So we have a legend here. I started in the last 3 days of...
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's a fun game. But I'd have to say the main drawing point for a lot of people is the characters themselves. A lot of people like gacha games mostly because they enjoy the art style and the game's characters. A very small minority of the Genshin Impact fan base is really playing it for the story. And I'm in that minority, So if you're here for things like guides on how to build your character, or ways on how to complete instances, as well as inventory guides or teapot building instructions, stuff like that. I don't do anything like that. I'm 100% strictly in it for the story, so.
If Kutching hadn't taken that picture to Cloud Retainer, we would never have known any of this.
This is probably what Kutching was referring to that day when she mentioned there were some ideas she wanted to follow up on.
So, Geo Archon. All this time, you've been striving to awaken her.
Huh? What do you mean, awaken?
Nothing. What I truly meant to say was, this new insight you've provided has been truly eye-opening. Oh, by the way, my trusty guides, I've been meaning to ask, where in Liyue Harbor might one enjoy an expansive scenic view?
Huh? We're off to the next stop already? But Paimon's barely done digesting that lore bomb just now.
All the more reason to find the right spot to let it sink in.
Oh, so that's what you're up to. A tour of Liyue Harbor? In that case, if you're looking for a spot with a panoramic view, I'd recommend Yujing Terrace. That's a great idea! Since the terrace is on higher ground, the sea view from up there's so much better. Great! Well, the lantern ride's about to start, so we should get back to Granny's now. Hope to see you all at the festival tonight.
Oh, you're off too? All right then. See you both soon.
See you soon.
Very well, my guides. What are we waiting for?
Okay, you're the boss. Yujing Terrace it is. After all, the customer's always right.
Something else you needed to do?
Oh, Paimon likes that idea!
And what, may I ask, is a photo?
It's this awesome invention that lets you record moments in the blink of an eye! Except, you've gotta try not to actually blink.
Oh? What must I do in preparation then?
Nothing! All you gotta do is choose a pose. The Traveler will handle everything else. Come on, let's give it a try! Look! We got a great picture! Paimon's gonna call it The White Horse Adeptus Meets the White Horse Adeptus in Liyue Harbor!
Huh. They've even discovered a way to preserve moments in time. Now I truly am curious to witness what else these mortals might accomplish. Very well, let us proceed. Eugene Terrace lies in that direction, does it not?
Hey, wait for us!
Truly a marvelous view if ever there was one. It seems the charm of this Liyue Harbor is only heightened by the sun's dying light.
And soon, people will start releasing their shell lanterns to mark the most important day of the year. Practically everyone will be with their friends and family, eating a big meal, chatting, and even setting off fireworks. Trust Paimon, it'll look even more amazing then. What do you say? Want to stay to see that?
No need. Let us bring this weary day to a close.
Weary day? You mean, you didn't enjoy your tour?
I had imagined you would arrange for me to witness some grand spectacle. Perhaps the descent of divine beings, the manifestation of the sacred before mortal eyes, or the appearance of a selfless hero come to aid the helpless and downtrodden. Or, should that not come to pass, then at the very least spend a little more coin. For that, it seems, is how one finds true enjoyment. Alas, but there was none of these. Instead, we merely filled our bellies, listened to tales, and gazed upon a crude imitation of my likeness. And now the sun begins its descent. What a day of quiet tedium.
Well, we're so sorry. If we'd known that was what you wanted, we'd have done it all differently. It's all that Zhang Li's fault for not making the customer's requirements clear.
Well, it's too late now. Do you still believe I would part with that soul fragment, now so intertwined with my very being?
But...
I knew you were the more astute of the pair.
Huh? You were just trying to scare Paimon?
It seems the realm of the Geo-Archon has a way of making one more stony-faced.
So, you were just pulling Paimon's leg?
Of course. I was merely engaging in a little banter with the two of you. Long ago, I shared tales with various mortals who chanced upon my mountain abode. Never did I imagine that those stories would endure. It seems I greatly underestimated them. Perhaps, as your Geolord said, a few pieces of ancient Langan's magnificent jade have truly become part of the very foundation of this land.
So, you've decided to help us?
Again, that goes without saying. I made up my mind some time ago now. When I beheld a rather intriguing scene as I set foot in this city, I saw porters passing through the alleys, setting down heavy wooden crates from their weary shoulders, peddlers pushing carts as the kites and lanterns upon them rustled gently in the breeze. I saw cooks cooking, actors acting, scholars reading, soldiers marching, children playing, elders resting, officials officiating, and the common folk absorbed in this or that, reveling in the simple joys of life. Some, it seems, have already found that which stirs their hearts, while others continue to fret, troubled by uncertain futures. Yet, in this gentle and serene order, each holds fast to their anticipation, not only for the celebrations to come, but also for the first light of the morrow. Scenes I once yearned to behold now unfold before me, no longer in Langan, but in Liyue Harbor, thousands of years on. How wondrous is this mortal realm!
Thank you, Whitehurst Adeptus! Thank you so much!
Adeptus, Adepti, perhaps the singular art in which we are truly proficient is that of sequestering ourselves within the high mountains. But once we leave our mountain refuge, we find ourselves drawn back to mortal ways all the same. So, it is I who should offer my thanks to the two of you. Traveler, Paimon, you have made this day more delightful than any I've known in a long, long time. Come now, and take what it is you need.
You mean, like, right now? But don't you think we should wait for Zhangli?
That won't be necessary. All things shall meet again in their time, for the waters know no rest, and the flowers their appointed season. One need not fear that life is but a journey of goodbyes.
Is she gone?
Yes, she's gone. A deadly self is formed from the body's impure vapors, so naturally it cannot survive long in this world. Had it not been sustained by the remnant of Zibai's soul, it would have faded away a long time past. Now that the remnant is gone, it has severed its ties to the mortal world.
Zhangli! When did you get here?
A while ago.
I would have thought you'd at least want to say goodbye.
Though mountains endure, the ceaseless waters will, at last, wear away their sharp edges. Thus must I meet the marks wrought upon her by the ruler of time with great caution. It may be goodbye for now, but someday we will meet again.
Really? And when might that be?
Who can say for sure? Years and years from now, perhaps. Or maybe tonight, at the Lantern Rite.
Are you saying that if the Whitehurst Adeptus were to be resurrected, she'd still have the memories of the three deadly selves? That she'd still remember us?
We will find out soon enough. It is time. The rite is about to begin.
The rite is about to begin. Is the moon really gonna disappear?
Got your lanterns ready, everyone?
All set.
Might be about time to put eyes to the sky. Wouldn't you say, Tianchuan?
Look!
When the sun's out, eat the sun. When the moon's out, eat the moon.
Whoa, is this the lunar eclipse?
Under moon eternal, in radiant night, a maiden grants silk, soft and light.
Under moon iridescent, in night divine, a maiden grants fiber for cloth
For
so
you.
fine. Under moon of frost, in night so great, a maiden grants tools to divine our fate. The fields are plowed, the seeds are sown, and from the earth, life is grown. The seedlings stretch, the crops do rise, and all unfolds before our eyes. Fruits fruits are gathered, sweet wine is poured. These gifts we offer to our Lord. Pure as heaven, so fair and bright, she shines as light in this dark night.
And with her does this, wish take flight.
Devoted soul, scattered and unbound. Let this lantern guide you home. By its light be found.
Did we do it? Do we finally get to meet the real White Horse Adeptus?
This place. Where am I?
A familiar land, now known by the name of Liyue.
Liyue? The peaks adorn the clouded moon. Then, who might you be?
Oh no! She seems to have lost all her memories after all.
And those countless lights in the sky. What are they?
These lights, each like a dwelling in glad accord, usher in this day of joyous rebirth.
And whose rebirth might that be?
That of my old friend, Zibai.
Zibai?
Yeah, that's you! Don't you remember anything at all?
That's... me? Oh, yes. The envoy of the Lunar Palace. My name is Zibai, indeed. Then you must be... the Lord of Geo, Heaven's Star.
Many years have passed since we last saw one another. Zibai, my friend, welcome home.
Home? But why does this place, this Liyue, feel at once so strange and yet so familiar? Who you are? Who are you? Ah, yes, I remember now. You are that young Wushu dancer, the one who seeks disciples. How fares your quest for disciples? It must have yielded a truly prolific body of students by now, I trust.
Hey, you've got it all wrong! You're talking about gaming!
Hmm? But I could have sworn... Oh, that's right. You're that impudent blonde youngster who kept meddling in my affairs. And to think you even had the audacity to presume yourselves worthy of being... What was it again? Ah, yes, of being my guides. How very wonderful to see you again, my most faithful and beloved guides. I trust all has been well in my absence?
Well, she finally got it right. But that sudden mood swing felt even weirder. It's like her head's packed full of slimes.
It is possible that her cells have not yet settled. After all, they've only just been brought back together. It may be some time before she fully recovers.
Huh? You mean, kinda like she's still half asleep?
That I cannot say for certain. Perhaps a few days, perhaps a few years.
A few years?
Mortal years are but a poor measure when divine beings tread the realm of dreams.
Well, if you say so. Anyway, at least she's whole again, right? That already seems like a pretty good outcome to Paimon.
Yes, there is little cause for worry. We need only wait and let time take its course.
Say, what are those little creatures over there up to?
Celebrating Lantern Rite, of course. And those lights up in the sky? Those are all Shao lanterns. This year, each and every one of them carries a little wish inside.
Lantern Rite. Then, may I join in too?
Of course! Why else do you think we've been running around like headless chickens these past few days? Tell you what, Traveler, why don't we take the White Horse Adeptus out to celebrate? Who knows? Maybe seeing some familiar faces might help her find her feet? Hey, Xiangli! You've got some time on your hands now, right? Why don't you come along with us?
By no means a bad idea, Paimon.
Oh, and Zabai, before Paimon forgets, when we meet the others later, remember to wish them a happy Lantern Rite.
Happy, Lantern Rite?
Happy Lantern Rite!
Yes, Happy Lantern Rite indeed.
Well then, let's go!
Lantern Rite. A night of joy, reunion, and moonlit blessings for all.
Alright, that's Act 3 done. White Horse's leisurely journey, wait until morning. Okay, and that's when we're going to be completing...
Instead of confining them...
That's when we're going to be completing Act 4. But now I'm getting tired, so... Let's head on back... somewhere, sit down and rest a bit. Or rest our character. Let's put our character in a nice spot to wait until we come back to playing the game. I'm gonna be doing that next week. Oh, no, I am. I'm in the wrong place. Gotta go up here. Here we go. This is where I like sitting during Lantern Rite. There we go. Alright. So yeah, we're going to be taking care of Act 4 as well as all of the challenges, minigames, whatever you want to call them, next week. Since Act 4 is probably going to be, you know, super short. And other than doing the challenges, I guess we could also try out this minigame that's just popped up. I mean, we got 13 days left to do it, so it should still be available next week. But that's only if we have enough time after doing all of the Lantern Rite challenges. Yeah, all of these. Alright, let's head on back to the title screen. The title door, whatever you want to call it. Okay. So, I have a couple people to thank. First of all, thank you very much to Bryce and Time Lords, my mods. Thank you both so much for being here. It was great hanging out with you two again. And, I hope both of you have a great night. I want to thank my first-time visitors, Unstapler. Thank you so much for being here. It was nice meeting you. Feel free to come back at any time. If you're interested in seeing me play more Genshin Impact, I play it every Monday. So if you want to see more, make sure to tune in then. We had one other newbie. Let me check and see what their name was. Oh, we actually had 3 newbies this time. So yeah, I want to thank Handler and Xavier for also stopping by and checking out my stream. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy what you saw. And to Xavier, thank you very much. You're over on Twitch. But yes, thank you very much. I know I didn't see you say anything in chat, but, you know, I don't mind if people lurk in the background. That's fine, too. To anyone watching in the archives, don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, share the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're ever wondering what it is I'm going to be streaming or when it is I'm going to be streaming, you can always check the posts tab over on YouTube. I keep it up to date every day. And on the weekends, we like to have a weekend poll where you guys get to vote on what it is I play on Tuesday. Speaking of Tuesday, tomorrow I'm going to be playing more Pal World. It's what you guys voted for. And it was a choice between Pal World, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and Mystery Game. And you guys chose Pal World, so that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. I can't remember exactly what I was doing when I last left off playing that game. It's been a couple of months, so I'm going to have to refamiliarize myself with the gameplay. But I do know that I still had about 2 towers left to deal with, so maybe I might try doing that. I know that there is a lot that I still have to do on my base, so I could end up doing that too. Power World is more of a kind of a relaxation chill stream, so if you wanted to tune in to chat with me, that's probably the best time to do it. Chill streams are typically the best time to do that. Alright everyone, have a great day and or night, and I will see you tomorrow. Sleep easy, don't forget to vote Democrat, and have a great night.